Fast food sells you speed, comfort, and convenience. But behind the drive-through smiles are dirty kitchens, shocking scandals, and lawsuits these chains would rather you forget. Today, we're exposing 6 more fast food giants, from slimy chicken masquerading as comfort food to cult-like corporate training nightmares. This is part 3 of fast food chains you'll want to skip. And by the end, you may never look at your combo meal the same way again. Let's get into it. Number 6. Jollibee. From Manila streets to U.S. suburbs, Jollibee is the Philippines' #1 fast food chain, now trending across America with lines out the door for fried chicken, sweet spaghetti, and those famous peach mango pies. Here's the part most people don't realize. Those peach mango pies served in the U.S. are shipped frozen from the Philippines and reheated, not baked fresh here. And that sweet spaghetti? It's so loaded with sugar it could almost be classified as a dessert. Something critics argue hides how unhealthy it really is. In 2021, a customer ordered fried chicken and discovered a deep-fried blue cleaning rag, battered and breaded in a Jollibee bucket. Photos went global. The brand called it a one-off kitchen error, but more complaints surfaced. Undercooked, slimy chicken, oil that hadn't been changed, even pest issues at certain restaurants. For many, it's nostalgia. For others, it's a greasy red flag dressed up in a cute mascot. Number 5. Long John Silver's. Back in the 70s and 80s, Long John Silver's was a seafood empire. At its peak, it had over 1,200 locations and was marketed as a family-friendly alternative to burgers and fried chicken. A place where eating fish felt like a healthier option. Generations remember it as the seafood stop of road trips and Friday nights. But over time, the shine faded. Seafood should be fresh and light. Long John Silver's turned it into a deep-fried dare. The Center for Science in the Public Interest once named a platter here the worst restaurant meal in America. 33 grams of trans fat in a single sitting, plus a sodium blast that could bulldoze your daily limit. Inspections have flagged rancid fish, moldy tartar sauce, and grease-caked equipment. When your entire identity lives in the fryer, old oil becomes the truth serum. You don't need a lab coat to taste when it's gone bad. Your mouth will tell you before the receipt cools down. Number 4. White Castle. Nostalgia in a cardboard box. Tiny sliders, late-night cravings, Americana at its greasiest. But open the kitchen doors and the story changes. A viral post showed what looked like a rat tail baked into a slider bun. Inspectors have cited multiple locations for rodent droppings, roaches on prep tables, and expired meat reheated instead of tossed. And here's a shocker. White Castle doesn't even flip its burgers. They grill one side only, poking holes in the patty so steam cooks the top. The bun is placed directly on the raw meat as it cooks, meaning bread is sitting on top of uncooked beef before the steam finishes the job. For some, it's tradition. For others, it's a stomach-turner. Then the freezer aisle blow. A listeria-linked frozen slider recall that forced products off shelves. Listeria isn't a punchline. It can be deadly, especially for pregnant women and vulnerable groups. If nostalgia is the flavor, vermin and risk are the aftertaste. Number 3. Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin', but what's running behind the counter isn't always so sweet. Customers and former workers have exposed mold in iced coffee nozzles, bugs in syrup containers, and donuts served well past their freshness window. Behind the scenes, much of the food isn't made fresh at all. It's factory-produced, frozen, and reheated before hitting your bag. And then there's the sugar bomb. One flavored iced coffee with cream and syrup can load you with over 40 grams of sugar before you even grab a donut. Add a breakfast sandwich and pastry, and you're staring at 1,200 plus calories and a blood sugar spike that doctors warn can push insulin levels through the roof. For older customers, that combo is a direct line toward type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart strain. Workers also admit fresh coffee is often hours old and reheated while the food depends on microwaves and shortcuts. When your morning ritual doubles as a health hazard, the only thing running fast is your insulin. America may run on Dunkin, but the health risks are running even faster. Number 2. Burger King. Burger King claims to be the home of the Whopper, but for many customers it's become the home of disappointment. Health inspectors across the U.S. have reported filthy kitchens, rotting food storage, and even employees stepping on lettuce. A viral photo from one Ohio location showed workers literally standing in the bins that feed customers meals. Nutritionally, the Whopper may sound lighter than its rivals, but looks can deceive. One sandwich alone carries over 1,200 milligrams of sodium, nearly a full day's worth. Add fries and a soda, and you're pushing 1,800 calories in one meal. For older customers, that's a fast track to blood pressure spikes, clogged arteries, and insulin levels soaring toward type 2 diabetes. And then there's the Impossible Whopper. Marketed as the guilt-free plant-based choice, it's made with soy protein concentrate, seed oils, and additives that nutritionists warn can be just as inflammatory, if not more, than the beef it replaces. Some studies even link ultra-processed plant patties like these to higher risks of heart disease when eaten regularly. Former workers have admitted that patties often sit in warming trays long past their safe window, while fries are refried or reheated to cut costs. Customers complain of soggy buns, wilted lettuce, and lukewarm food passed off as flame-grilled fresh. Burger King promises flame-grilled royalty, but too often delivers grime, reheats, and healthier options that may be just as bad for you as the original. If this list already has you rethinking dinner, hit like so more people see the receipts, drop your nastiest fast food story in the comments, and subscribe right now. Because number 1 isn't just gross, it's a cautionary tale with funerals attached. Stay to the end. You need to hear this. Number 1. Panera Bread. Panera sells a health halo. Clean food, warm bread, safe choices. Then the charged lemonade headlines hit. The self-serve drink looked like a sweet cafe refresher. Under the lid, a stimulant load many customers did not expect, with caffeine totals that rivaled or exceeded multiple energy drinks in a single cup depending on size and mix-ins. Families filed lawsuits after tragic deaths, including a 21-year-old college student with a heart condition and a 46-year-old man who reportedly collapsed hours after consuming several large servings. Other suits alleged serious cardiac events in young customers. The allegations focused on labeling and placement. A hyper-caffeinated product sitting beside regular teas and lemonades without warnings that match the risk. As lawsuits mounted and headlines piled up, Panera announced it was discontinuing the line. Too late to rewrite what already happened for those families. Number 1 isn't about a messy fryer, it's about trust. A brand that sold safety and comfort while a drink at the fountain became a courtroom exhibit. From childhood favorites masking filth, to fryer vats of seed oils that whisper the truth, to pastries thawed and served as fresh, and coffee that leaves more than a bitter taste. These chains remind us the danger isn't in the drive-thru, it's in what you don't see. Share your worst fast food nightmare in the comments. The wildest ones might end up in a future episode. And tag that friend who still believes quick and cheap means safe. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And smash that bell so you never miss an upload. We'll see you again on the next episode of The Grease Trap.